So who wants to get us started? John Duggan, please. Thank you.
Stephen, well done on the results. What were you pleased with and what you feel you need to work on?
Yes, there's many aspects that I was pleased with in the game. I can't correct that by saying it wasn't a perfect performance, of course. And I felt passing was quite good in the first half, and we had penetration in all our play. You know, I think on the Dowdy there was a lot of penetration on the left wing, and the link play between Matt Doherty and this small one on the right created a lot of problems for Latvia. So we looked very good for periods, I felt, and then we went into all half time, so that was difficult to accept because we had chances to go 3 up and we didn't take them, and then all of a sudden that found ourselves 2-2. So we have to accept some criticism for that as well, because we maybe got very confident and we're trying a lot of different things, you know, in possession. We got caught with a pass inside, we got punished, and it was an unbelievable goal. Second goal was deflected, but I didn't think it was a reflection of play at half time 2-2 at all. But at the same time, we were glad to win the game, and a lot of good things came from it.
Evan's performance, obviously his first start, he got a goal, you were comfortable out there. What did you make of him?
Yeah, like it's not easy. International football is tough, and like Latvia, I think you should be winning well and winning convincingly. And Holland in the qualifiers beat them 1-0 and 2-0, you know, and 3-3 over Turkey. So these are results. They are lowly ranked, but in the last year they've done well. And I think so. There's no formalities, and 2-0 and it looked like it would be a formality. But in the second half, we weren't all that cohesive second half. You know, we sort of could have been better at times, but obviously the introduction of substitutes got sort of alternating our shape somewhat. I think that was the sort of another dimension, and we put speed with Benya and Johnson coming into the team that provided speed in wide areas, and that caused them a lot of problems. And we got the winner and had some other chances, but listen, overall I'm pleased with the night's work. Was it perfect? No. Was it realistic to expect it to be perfect? A lot of players haven't been playing regularly. Some of the players that we played, because they needed minutes. But obviously France is a completely different game, and one that we'll have to get ready for on Monday. And I think now that's a good start to the week to get to win, score 3 goals. We're not euphoric or ecstatic because we know we're playing 2. But listen, it's a good start to the week, and you know, we'll take it.
David Spellman, please.
Stephen, did we get a glimpse of what the future might hold in that Shepherd effort, and with Small Bone and Mikey Johnston tonight?
Yeah, it's never straightforward with players, because injuries can take their toll on players and young players, and the demands are high and the leagues are in, and sometimes that happens. So I think what we have now is a high number of players have come through, a huge number of players that we've put through, unprecedented in our history, number of players through in short proximity. And what that's given us now is, you know, depth in our squad, that when players are missing, that like doesn't mean that we have incredible quality in all positions all the time. I'm not suggesting that, but we are improving all the time. I feel our depth, and we are improving quality of player coming into the team. And I think, Evan, it's only his first start, and he got a goal. He's only 18. Can't predict things in the future. You know, he's still learning the game, and we took everything in stride. Will just been obviously watched a good bit of Stoke recently, and last 7 weeks, just been so impressed with how he's kicked on himself. Like, he was a good player earlier in the season. He was in some games and quiet in others, and quiet within games at times, you know, in terms of good moments, but not very, but not dominant in games. But he's been very good for himself. He's really added other aspects to his game, and has come on a lot. So he gives us something to think about, certainly, and increases it. And I think Mikey, as a snapshot sort of what I think Mikey can be, you know. I think, but obviously he had a year out injured, and that's what I was speaking about with some of the other young players. You can't predict what way their careers will go. Obviously, other players have had, Adam was out for such a long period, Adam White, Troy was out for hamstring operation, and these take their toll on players. It takes the time to go back. Andrew was out for such a period with his back, and you know, they burst on the scene, and sometimes that happens. So, you know, we can't say with certainty that everyone is going to go through the roof. You know, that can be the nature of the game itself and the demands on the players.
Please.
Steve, how you doing? Maybe a broader question from another day, but I'm just wondering, are you happy in your own viewpoint with the 3-man defence? And tonight, do you think there might have been a bit lack of cohesion there, and maybe it was just lacking that sort of dominance right in the centre of the defence?
No, I think Latvia pros a couple of different problems. Obviously, they're 2 strikers, 6'6". You know, you don't come across many 6'6" strikers anymore. So that's a different type of challenge. And Gurkovka's the centre forward number 9 has been good for them as well in the matches. He's led the line really well, scored some good goals. So the front 2 are a handful in a physical way, different type of way, and that's a different challenge for players. But also, France also possess an area of challenge, and that's something that you have to contend with, and that's something you have to contend with next Monday as well, because obviously a different style of play and explosive speed in wide areas and so forth, but they also get crosses in and they attack the ball down in the box, and that's something we will have to contend with.
Just in terms of those long shots then, that are coming in, is it, you know, is it a sitting midfielder that needs to be almost in there? How do you explain that sort of regularity, I suppose, it's happening?
Well, obviously you get the ball away in a critical area for that chance, and it was a fantastic goal from their point of view, and we're not happy with it, but it was some strike.
One more question in the first bit.
I was just going to ask, is that the kind of performance from Wilson Mulligan that brings you attention now to start against France?
Well, it gives us another option, and so we'll have to wait and see on that. You know, I think we'll have to see how everyone comes through today, and obviously the 2 players that we kept fresh, and you know, Josh Cullen. And back to the earlier question about the whole midfield player, obviously he's does that job really well, and Jason Knight. So you know they were fresh, they kept fresh today, so they can make the consideration also.
And just quickly on Seamus, is there an injury there, or?
Yeah, he came off in the latter stages of the Everton game last Saturday, and there's a slight strain, but we think he'll be okay.
Okay, guys, we're done.